Hey guys, it's Star Care Bear. So today I wanted to make a video about mental health, and so I wanted to kind of make like a sort of guide or something. I don't know what to call it, or a warning. I don't know. Advice. I obviously don't have the greatest mental health yet. I'm still working on it. And so I just wanted to give you guys some tips and advice of what not to do when you have poor mental health. So, right now, obviously, mental health is something that people are struggling really bad. Since last year, obviously, once the pandemic started, it seems like everybody has been dealing with mental health issues. It's rare that somebody hasn't gone through some form of anxiety, depression, or something. So I've obviously battled anxiety and depression. Sometimes the battle is hard. It's an everyday battle. If I could sit here and explain stories um of how I've dealt with the struggles of having uh anxiety, depression. um I can give you guys some little stories. I had severe social anxiety, meaning that for me, being around people has never been easy. In spite of the fact that I get a lot of people saying how, you seem so down to earth or kind of funny or whatever. Um, I have never really been one to be in a crowd of people. Like, I've always been kind of a loner, someone who likes to, for me, as a kid, I was a big book reader, so I could just read books all day long, and not really care to you know um have interactions with people, with other kids either. Growing up, I went to school and was bullied. I had kids who, because I was overweight, they bullied me and stuff like that. So I never socialized well. I would go to school and I was the fat nerdy girl, who would just have her nose in her book. That's all I ever did. I was always doing my homework. I was always reading books. I was always excelling at school. I was always like I said, the fat nerdy girl who I didn't care to be popular. Would I have liked to be popular in school? Probably. I mean, but I was always feel like I was ahead of my time. Like, I always felt I was like an old soul. Like, as a child, I felt like um kind of like, why am I in a little child's body, because I'm such an old soul. But I feel like it's probably because I've been through so much. Anyways, going back to the whole mental health thing, I obviously went through a lot of isolation periods in my life. I have had moments of just being absolutely secluded. I'm talking about alone, isolated, even as an adult. I often never partook in any of the things going on in school. When you have like dances, proms, things like that, I chose to stay home. So I didn't, quote unquote, like socialize or get, like, break out of my shell until I was 18. Um sorry about my cat. She's just wild. So kitty. Anyways, so when I was 18, I sort of broke out of my shell, my shy shell. I was a very shy girl. Still sort of am. Like to sort of be reserved, unless I'm with somebody who breaks it out of me or brings the thing out of me. But anyways, I went to I was 18. I had finished high school. I went to Mexico and I had surrounded myself with my very large family that lives in Mexico. And um, at first it was kind of overwhelming because my aunt, I stayed with my aunt, and she's my mom's sister, which she's like a mother figure to me. It's like my aunt is like my second mother to me. So going down there, I pretty much broke out of my shell. I kind of saw myself in a whole different way. I had tons of cousins. My aunt has 7 kids, so I have 7 cousins and three. What is it? It's 4 male cousins, three female cousins. But for me, I remember my cousins had kids, and I just remember I've grown up with absolutely no interaction with children, which is sad. I don't have children of my own, and I never had access to children to interact with, meaning like very, very minimal. So when I first got there, I was a little overwhelmed because, 7 cousins have their own children and more children. And so you just see all these children running around. You kind of get overwhelmed in the beginning. I was sort of like, I don't know how to be here. I have a lot of people around me and I'm not used to this. So, but after a while, it grew on me. It really did. I remember when I had left to go to Mexico, I left Chicago at 400 pounds. There we go with the famous 400. I'm going to say the famous 400 because pretty much my whole life I've been 400. So, anyways, I went to Mexico, and within the year, I remember just dropping like 200 pounds because there was so much going on. I just really had surrounded myself by people who were pouring into me love and just things that I never had as a child. I never had people to pour into me. I can tell you right now that I never was told I was loved. I was never told that. I was never told that. I remember being, those dogs are gonna be barking. Okay, they stopped. So like I said, was never told I was loved. I had to hear that. Another cat scratching. Anyways, I had to hear that I was loved from my best friend at around 15, I think, something like that. So I went 15 years of my life feeling so unloved. Um, yeah, well, it was hard. It's a little bit, you know, but anyways, so going on to the whole mental health thing. So isolation. That's what I want to bring this all back. I know I tell a lot of stories and stuff like that, but isolation, guys, is no bueno. It's not good. Do not isolate yourself. And when I say like right now we can't be around anybody, which is, like I said, I've had my periods of isolation as a child, as an adult, whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you cannot have anybody physically right now, when I say isolation, I mean do not cut everybody off. I mean, let me rephrase that. If you have toxic people in your life, obviously it's never good to have toxic people in your life. Abusive, toxic, that's not good either. You're kind of in that boat. You're kind of more better off isolated than around toxicity. But what I wanted to let you guys know is that you need somebody, as far as just somebody. Like, I'm talking about, I have at this point surrounded myself with people that I interact with online. I have um I have an online family. I have sisters, online sisters, online brothers. Mostly, interact more with my sisters, but I do a lot online, meaning, we have meetings, Zoom meetings, where we just hang out on the computer, um, just things like that. My husband is not like the one who I have this turning to, just because of the fact that my codependency to my husband was so extreme, meaning that if I was sad, I was like running to my husband for that whole, like, I don't want to. I know that I have took a lot of I took myself as I put myself as a burden on his shoulders for him to be the one to make sure I was okay with my mental health. And you should never do that. You should never make it about somebody else. You should never say, well, I'm leaving my mental health in your hands, so it's up to you. If I'm depressed, to help me, and if I have anxiety, it's up to you to help me. Like, no, like, not only did I have that codependency with my husband, I had a codependency with food as well. So it was like, I'm like, hey, food, you're not here to provide me fuel for me to sustain myself throughout the day, for energy. You're here to provide me my comfort, my just calm my anxiety. I'm sad, so you're gonna make me happy. Kind of like the codependency that I had with food. I had it with my husband, and it's too much pressure to put on a person. So if you're doing that, if you're, for example, if you're the type of person where you have that one friend that you're like, I need to talk to my friend because I'm in a funk and I need her to pull me out of it. And I'm not saying that it's not wrong to do it once in a while. Keep in mind, everything in moderation. So if you need to run to your friend because you're really down, but not a daily or every 5 minutes of saying, hey, I need to call my friend, I need to call my friend, I need to call my friend, because you're gonna put a burden on that person. And I know that I placed burdens on one of my best friends who I constantly ran to when I had so much of my emotional crisis and stuff like that. So basically, that's what I want to make this video about. It's just, especially because these animals are going crazy bananas over here. Not only do I have my two original dogs, Bella and Blue, I have my other two dogs, which is Bubbles and Buttercup, and I'm done rescuing animals. Can't do. There was two dogs today, and I was like, I need to rescue them, and I was like, oh no, cannot do that. So, anyways, off topic. I just want to let you guys know, um, do not isolate. If you have to call somebody, call them. If you have to message somebody, message them. Um, I have a friend who, actually, I have a few people in my life that have passed during the whole pandemic. They lost their battle with depression, and tell myself, like, what could I have told these people? What could I have said to them? And sometimes you can't physically be there, so you can't help them that way. And but you look back and you're just like, if I had told them something different, would that have made a difference? And I guess that's why I'm making videos as well, because I want to let you know that even as bad as it gets, there's always that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't see it. There was so much darkness. I sat in darkness for so long, and I never saw that light. I was like, this is not gonna, I'm never gonna be okay again. I'm just, I was better off not existing anymore. And I just want to let you know, if you get to that dark place and you don't see the light, it's there. You just got to keep going. You have to keep walking through it. And it might feel like you're there for months. I've been in depressions for months. I've been in depressions for years. Now I get in depressions for days, and then it wants to turn into weeks, but I stop it. I'm like, you're not going to pull me. You're not going to pull me. It's like this vortex of hell, depression that sucks you in. You're not going to pull me into the vortex. I'm like, I have too much too much love in my heart, and too much light in my heart, that I can't be pulled into that darkness anymore. Like, you can try really hard. um I believe possibly the only thing that might pull me to that darkness would ever be if I lost, like, my husband. Like, then I don't know, losing the person that you've loved for so many years, I believe that can pull you into the darkness. But other than that, guys, I feel like, um if you're in the dark place, the light is there. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't ever feel so lost in the darkness. Keep going. It's there, guys. It's there. It's it's there for me, and it's there for you. I swear, I am not gonna make videos during the day because the dogs go crazy, and I know this mic isn't that loud. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to film with better lighting, better sounds, using what I have, guys. That's it. I just want to say that I hope that you guys find something during this time to focus your mind, because I know that it is really hard right now. We are going through some really hard times in this world, and but there's always that light. So I just want to say, see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.